People learn in different ways. People can learn through what they see, or they can learn through what they hear. They can learn through what they feel, or it can be a practical activity. So the experiences in life can help people to learn. So I wouldn't say there's one single way of learning, because there's a combination of many methods. For example, when you're watching a program, you will be able to see visually of what is happening in that program. At the same time, you are able to hear and understand what is being said. In some of the programs that you watch, people could be doing practical activities, which you could also go and do those practical activities and therefore enhance your learning. So there's no one particular way I would say we learn. There's a combination of methods. Apart from that, there are many other different ways in which people can learn. I have a whole list of those ways that people can learn attached here, but I will just look at some of them briefly so that we can get to understand what I mean. There's the intrapersonal type of learning, where the thought processes within the mind help you to ask questions and maybe come out and research some of the questions so that you can find answers. Then there's the interpersonal relationships, where like you and I now have a kind of relationship and we are able to learn from one another. Then we have the environment. We can learn from our environment, the things that are happening within our environments. It could be cultural, it could be within the society, it could be in a practical lab. So we do learn from the environment. Then there's the biological setup of our brains. So the way the brain works in retaining memory, in perceiving information, in just paying attention to what is happening, that also helps us to learn in a different way from each other. Then there is communication. As I communicate to you and as you communicate to me, we are able to learn from one another. It could be through teaching. So teaching is a method in which individuals also learn. Some people take information and analyze it. So in the process of analyzing, they learn more. Some people can be logical, some people may not be logical. So together with whichever methods they use, they can be able to learn. People have been taught different types of techniques on the way they can acquire information or the way they can complete a practical task. So techniques is another method in which people learn. And then there's the language. As individuals are born, they find their communities or they find their families speaking a language and they learn that language. It's in the same way when you go in an environment where there's a different language, you are able to pick that language and learn it. So there's a whole list here. It depends on the person, it depends on where they are, and it depends on what is best for them.